All right, so Amelia Airharts here. I'm Megan. Cari's right there.
Hey.
We are here tonight with Carissa Johnson.
Hello.
And Steph Curran from Boston. Carissa just recently won the 2017 Boston Rock and Rumble. And Steph Curran is from a band, Static Dynamic, who plays with Carissa Johnson as well. Carissa, would you be able to explain to us a little bit about your experience with the Rock and Rumble?
Yeah, so the Rock and Roll Rumble is it's an annual event in Boston, and it's been going on for I think 37 or 38 years. And it's a pretty legendary event. It's one of the biggest Battle of the Bands. And I've been trying to get out of all the Battle of the Bands opportunities, but this one came along, and I'm like, I have to do it because it's legendary. So many of my favorite bands have won it or been a part of it. And so when we got the opportunity, we were like, let's do it, let's do our best, and we ended up going all the way to the end. And a lot of that had to do with Steph's vision as well, with incorporating new things into our set. And it ended up making us a tighter band and better band overall, just because we were like, we got to do this, we got to be the best. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. It's a big community event. And it's more of a showcase than a competition.
So you said about your mission was to incorporate new things. What are some of these new things that were incorporated?
Like on the back end, a lot more practice and playing the click tracks so that everything was timed and there was cues to the drummer telling him when to switch songs and stuff. A bunch of lights, so visually adding a bunch of lights that I control with a foot switch, so I can turn them on and off during crescendos and stuff. And then a bunch of light stuff within drums. So I installed a bunch of lights into drums and stuff, and then we played them together and do drum breakdowns and all these percussive beat things with the lights going and clapping and getting the crowd going and a lot of crowd interaction and all that.
So back to the Rock and Rumble. Did the power go out at some point?
Yes, the
Tell me all about that.
Yes, the finals. So during the finals, I think we were just about starting our third or fourth song, and the lights went on, house lights went on, and then the sound cut out. We were like, oh man, we thought it was just technical difficulties, something's going on with the power. And then we just kept playing through it, but then we just didn't have any sound. So we were looking around, and everyone's like, stop playing, there's a fire alarm. So someone either pulled it, we're not sure the full story, and someone pulled it. If there was a fire in the kitchen or something upstairs, it's a shared building with a bunch of different businesses and things like that. So everyone went outside, and it was raining out, and it was kind of fun. I mean, it was oh God, now we're all in this together. We got to figure out what's going on. But we were only out there for I think 20 minutes, and then we all went in and played as people were re-entering the building. And I was worried about the energy dying down, because it was right at that part where the set built, and I was like, oh man, we're building into something, and then the energy just died, and then I was like, oh man. But I think it ended up actually helping in the long run in some weird way. We had to come back from that and be all right, we're not going to let this stop us. And it gave me more of a drive to be this is my night, we're going to do this.
Through all trials and tribulations.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Exactly.
So you have a really interesting, in your songs, a really interesting timing.
Syncopation almost.
Yeah, almost
Delivery.
like a syncopation, delivery
Yeah.
of lines. Could you elaborate on that a little bit? Was it something you developed? Or
I think
just natural?
it's funny, I've gotten a lot of comments about that with the phrasing of the songs and the way that the structure, actually a lot coming from Steph when she was learning the songs. Sometimes it's things aren't, I guess, structurally normal. I write the words before the melody, and I think that has a lot to do with it, where the words are the most important part, and those always come first. And so when I go to make the poems into songs, the melodies always come second, and I would sit there trying to fit it to a melody. So I don't usually change the words, and I get attached to them too much. I'm like, if this is the song, this is the way it is. So then the chords follow that. So sometimes it's a little wonky, but.
If a line stops in the middle of a phrase, that's what the song is changing.
Yeah.
So it's it's not 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 3, 2, 1, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1.
Meter change.
Yeah. You guys know what I'm talking about.
I think that helps us for the future with learning your material. Listen to the words.
Yes. Yes.
Not the form.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Follow the lyrics.
Exactly.
I like that.
So you typically write the words before the music, and then you put it to music. So then how do you choose what kind of feel your words have to music?
Usually when I'm writing the song, I might get a bit of a melody in my head with it, or I'll have a feel that I want to try to get out. But sometimes I'll just go to a chord just randomly, whatever comes first, and then I'll just try to branch off that. But the melody definitely, it doesn't come easy for me. I usually have to hash it out for a while.
Yeah, dude,
but
I love your melodies. So your vocal melodies, like that's something I have not totally. Megan and I have been working really hard, doing what we do. I feel like your vocal melodies are more solid than what I've been presenting, and Megan's helped me a lot, like encouraged me to write a lot. But you have this energy.
oh, thank you.
When you present a song, it's already like there, and we're still figuring ourselves out. But
Yeah, and I think I'm still figuring it out too, and I'm trying to figure out how to not make the same album twice or 3 times, because there's only 2 right now, but we're in the midst of working on our 3rd one, and sometimes I find myself going to the same chord, where like 3 of my songs start on the same chord, and it's just like the same exact, yeah. It's like, no. Like, I need
it can
to
all
like,
start there. It can always start there.
After you have a
Yeah.
few drinks, it gets really confusing. You're like, wait, what if?
yeah,
oh,
and then
no.
I don't know
What
what
song
the
is it?
song
Yeah.
is, but yeah, it's all just kind of trial and error, and like I'm definitely figuring it out as I go still, and I listen to a lot of other music and get inspired by other bands, and usually it depends on like what I'm listening to at the moment, what I'm being inspired by, and sometimes I try to mimic a certain feel or a certain energy that maybe someone that I'm inspired by is giving, but also branch off and do my own thing with it.
That's awesome. So a question we've been asking everyone that we're interviewing is if you have like a favorite piece of gear or equipment that's like your lucky thing. Like if
Yes.
everything's going wrong, you have like something that's lucky.
The night's rugged. What's
that
your
just
like?
gets you
This
through
will
it.
make my soul happy, and we'll get through it.
I would say my bass guitar is definitely my most prized possession, just in general. Yeah, after picking up that bass, I think in like 2010, I was like, I'm not putting this down. I can't. This is the only bass I want to play. And since then, I have played other basses, but it just doesn't feel right. So that
You
one
did all right
definitely
tonight, though, on my bass. I'm just saying. I'm not saying what I'm saying.
Yeah.
She's saying she likes her bass better.
I like my
Yeah,
bass
I
better.
get
I understand that, dude.
It's like you're cheating.
Right.
Yeah, it's like
Cheating
I'm
on your
cheating
old
on
lady.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, definitely my bass. I don't get attached to amps or chords or anything like that, but.
All right, and
As much as I love all my guitars, I'd have to say my RV5. It's a Boss Reverb from maybe like 8 years ago. It's discontinued. I had it on a lot tonight, and that's like my favorite pedal for all sorts of different type of reverb sounds. But that's like my go-to pedal for sure.
What's
I
on your
fucking love that
billboard,
thing.
by the way? I kind of peeped at it, but what you got? Tell us.
Let's see, wireless NS2, like standard issue tuner, and then that RV5 into a Boss DD3, I believe that was, and then a pitch shifter where I just do like dumps and like swells and stuff up and down, and then just a volume swell. So it's my little board. I have a bigger one at home, but it's like the Carissa CJ board.
And what's your amp head?
PV6505 plus.
Yeah, it sounds, you got like such a great shreddy tone.
and you're
I
playing
can't-
LTD.
Yeah, LTD,
Yeah.
ESP,
Very nice.
EC1000. It's like gibberish, but yeah.
Yeah, you guys like together. I was telling Megan this. Like you both have different approaches at the same idea, and your voicings and attacks are different, but it's so complementary. Very cool stuff. Like,
You guys need to move to Boston and just join.
yeah, or you can just move
I-
to Toledo.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Uh,
guys. So what can we expect to see from both of you in the future?
Yeah.
Like, what's ahead?
We got some more touring this year. Planning out some more touring next year. I pretty much just want to be on the road constantly, but we also do have to be home to make the new record. So we're going to be recording anytime that we are home. We got a bunch of new songs and a new music video coming out as soon as we can, hopefully July. And more in the works. And yeah, we got a bunch of studio time booked, so hopefully get that album out to you early in the spring of 2018.
Very nice. And we can find your music where? Like on the internet?
Everything is on CarissaJohnsonMusic.com.
The library.
Yeah. If you go into Google and type in Carissa Johnson Music, that all comes up too. And if you type in Steph Curran, a bunch of cool pictures come up too, and everything.
oh no, I need to check that. There might be something bad in there. That's embarrassing.
Yeah, it's all on Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff. Keep up with our travels and our everything else. It's all
That's
up there.
great. Can we expect a co-write in the future?
Yes.
Hey.
Absolutely. That would be so cool.
Very cool.
All right, so yeah, we're Amelia Airharts. We got Carissa Johnson, Steph Curran here once again. We're at Reset, Bar 1 for 5. We just got done playing our gig, and we will see y'all later. Thanks.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.